I was lying here, trying to count imaginary leaves instead of sheep, when it hit me, why do I have so few plants in my apartment? I mean, the city's full of people who treat their plants better than their friends, and yet here I am, a sloth born to live among trees surrounded by, what? One dusty cactus that looks like it's reconsidering existence. Something feels deeply ironic here. Maybe it's because every plant I've ever owned seemed to die of emotional confusion. I water them too much, then not enough. I whisper kind words, but maybe my voice sounds too tired, too existential. Once, I had a fern named Fernando. I told him about my dreams of becoming a motivational speaker for snails. The next morning, he wilted. Maybe he just couldn't handle that level of ambition. Maybe my plants need therapy before sunlight. Or maybe they know too much. Plants can feel energy, right? What if they can sense that I am the kind of guy who eats frozen pizza and calls it botanical balance? What if every plant I bring home takes one look around, hears the sound of my microwave dinging at 1 a.m., and thinks, oh no, not this ecosystem again. I can almost imagine the tiny voice of a potted basil saying, save yourself, Gerald. He doesn't even open the curtains. Then again, maybe it's the city itself. New York isn't exactly nurturing. Sunlight has to fight through skyscrapers, pigeons, and ambition just to reach my window. Sometimes I imagine the sun knocking politely on my glass, saying, excuse me, sir, may I photosynthesize here? And I'm like, sure, but could you also warm my cold pizza while you're at it? Maybe that's why my plants give up. They don't want to grow in a place where the air smells like ambition and bagels. Sometimes I think plants just have better places to be. Like maybe there's a secret rooftop garden somewhere in Brooklyn where all the abandoned houseplants gather. They sit around sipping rainwater, gossiping about their former owners. Oh, I used to live with a sloth who thought misting meant emotional support. Mine kept me on a shelf next to a candle. I almost photosynthesized my last. Maybe my plants didn't die, they just relocated to a more supportive community. And maybe they're avoiding commitment. Every time I buy a new one, I promise to care for it forever. But what is forever in sloth time? A month, a nap cycle. I can't even commit to a brand of coffee. Maybe plants see that indecision in me. They sense that I'm not ready for a real green relationship. They deserve someone who knows the difference between fertilizer and pancake syrup. There was one time, and it smelled amazing. Sometimes I blame my apartment. It's too quiet. Plants like a little noise birds, wind, frog gossip. But here, all they get is the hum of my fridge and the occasional sigh of a sloth reconsidering his life choices. I tried playing classical music once, but halfway through, I realized I was talking to my fern about existentialism again. Plants probably don't like hearing phrases like, what's the point of growth if we're all compost someday? But maybe it's not the plants. Maybe it's me. Maybe deep down, I'm afraid of taking care of something that can't talk back. I'm used to overanalyzing everything, having long debates with my own thoughts until 4 a.m. Plants, though, are quiet, peaceful, patient. Maybe that kind of calm scares me a little. Maybe the reason I have so few plants is because I don't know how to live with something that doesn't overthink everything like I do. Then again, maybe my apartment already is a kind of jungle, just invisible. The mold in the shower, the mysterious fuzz in the fridge, the carpet ecosystem evolving under the couch. Maybe the universe saw me struggling and thought, let's give him something low maintenance. And honestly, it's working. Those creatures are thriving. My shower curtain has more biodiversity than a rainforest documentary. Maybe I am good with nature just accidentally. So here I am, staring at my cactus under the glow of my fridge light. Thinking maybe I don't need more plants to feel alive. Maybe the reason I have so few is because my apartment doesn't need to look like a jungle. It already feels like one inside my mind. Every night, my thoughts grow wild, tangled, reaching for meaning like vines searching for sunlight. Maybe I don't need more plants. I just need to let the ones in my head bloom a little quieter so I can finally sleep.